Oh, hello everybody. It's Chicano Steve. Chicano U-turn. Yeah, as you guys probably already know, I look a little bit jacked up a little bit right now. As you guys probably already know, uh, my post, I had posted that I had a seizure a couple of days ago. I hadn't had one. I hadn't, excuse me, I haven't had a seizure in about close to a year already, and without any medication or anything like that. I had quit the medication, which was 2,000 milligrams of Kepra, was what I was taking. I guess I've been a little stressed out as of late. I've been dealing with house things here in the house. You know, with grandma, which is my mother, the grandma of my two boys. I've been dealing with things over there with a lot of things, man. Just a lot of personal things. Um, some people that are close to me kind of know what I mean by that. Um, as people know, I'm in disability because of precisely the same thing. I got my license taken away from me. As far as my seizures, the history behind my seizures, it started all about 3 years ago, I'd say, or 2018, I think. This is when it first started. I had my first seizure um, in church, believe it or not. After that, I started having regular seizures. At that time, I was kind of stressed out as well. I think just had a lot of things under my plate. Not that it's like gnawing at me and stuff like that. It's just that it's. I think it has to be something subconsciously, that I think that ends up affecting me. Um, I think it's something that just I don't feel it at the moment. I'm not stressed out at the moment. Sometimes I'm preoccupied with different things, but it just happens, I guess, subconsciously, where my body just shuts down. I guess I don't know how that really works. I just know that I passed out in a carnival. I passed out in the laundromat. I passed out behind the wheel. I wrecked my van. Um, that's how I got my driver license taken away from me because of the seizures. I woke up, and by the time I woke up, I was handcuffed. I was on my face with the, handcuffed, the police all over me, and the paramedics and everything was, they were around me. They had pulled me out of the van. They thought I was taking a fellow sister from church. I was taking her home, and I wrecked the van. I ended up wedged between a telephone pole and a church of all places, you know. And I was wedged between there, and so what that happened was, they pulled me out, and they thought I was under the influence. It was DWI or DUI. They came to find out that I was all in my senses when I woke up, and they came to find out that I was not like that. And man, God's just been so good to me, man. They could have easily impounded the van. They could have taken me to jail. They did none of that. They allowed me to get my own tow truck guy. And they allowed me to drive home. Well, get driven home. And they allowed me to go home. And there was no charges pressed against me. Of all things, it was just something. The hand of God was just totally there. You know, any other person would have been like, "No, you crashed." Even the pastor came out of that church and was like, "Dude, you would have just, would have got me pretty good." But nobody pressed any charges. They decided to let me go. You know, um, I remember yelling, telling them to come pray for me because I didn't want these guys to take me to jail, letting them think that I was under the influence when I wasn't. It was crazy. There was a whole gang of people too showed up and everything. They even came and picked up the sister from church. So her people, her daughter came picked her up because she was an older woman. Picked her up and totally ignored me, man. And that just shows you who's your true friends are. She bailed out on me, and she never went to church again, despite that she has her business right next to the church. But while I was there, she never went back. But she just made it seem like if I had this whole thing planned or something, man. I just passed out. I was driving. I passed. Also, I remember. I told her, "What did I do then?" And so you wasn't moving. You were just like still. I didn't remember anything. I don't remember being wedged. Nothing. Just things happen. This time around, I haven't had one in a long time. I just been going through some stuff. They stopped my disability. The help that I get from my kids over some glitch and technicality, that these people were trying to get hold of me. They said they sent me a package when they really never did. They said they sent it somewhere around January, but I don't remember ever getting no package. And I remember that I always, every February, I would always get a package where you fill it out. You tell them your income, tell them your status, where you're at. And yeah, but this time they decided to cut me completely off and cancel me the whole thing. Now they're giving me a little bit of trouble with doing everything again, reapplying. I had to reapply all over again in the welfare office. I had to do all that stuff over again because I had to depend on this stuff, man. I I never had to, man. I worked for over 20 years. I worked my butt off. When I had my wife, when I had my kids, when I had my daughter, I took care of them. I worked my butt off, and I worked 1-2 jobs, whatever I had to do, hustle, whatever I needed to do, I did it, and I took care of them. I made sure they had everything they needed. And I had my own place, too, on top of that. Today, I'm over here with Grandma, and we're helping her out. So we're here with her. And so for everybody that knows, how it is with us Latinos and Mexicans and Hispanics, we tend to stick together and take care of our elders, because I'm the second youngest. I have a younger brother, but he's not all there either. And so I was forced to come back home after the wife left. I'll tell the story. I guess I could tell the story later on. Not in this one, but that's for another video because it's kind of extensive. But I have my 2 boys. One is 7 and the other one just turned 9. And I have a daughter where I have 50-50 custody. She's 14. She's about to be 15 on May. And so they depend on me. The only thing I can give them is just my emotional support for the time being, and unfortunately, I have to be with this till I get cleared. And I thought I was already up in one already, because I was supposed to see a neurologist so I can get clear and get my license back and go back to work. But now that this happened, now I'm set back. Luckily, Grandma didn't call the hospital or anybody or the paramedics, because she said she saw me slumped over. My son said that he saw me banging my head right here on this wall while I was laying down, and my legs were stretched out because I'm up here in the sorry for my mess in my room. But I stay up here in the bunk bed, and my son stays on the bottom. And he saw that I was shaking and was banging my head, and I was stiffed out. I was stiffened straight. And he saw that I wasn't responsive, and saw me that I was shaking. So he went out there and called Grandma. And Grandma, when I heard Grandma's voice, I was actually over here, slumped over on this side. And she said, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I said, "Why?" And "Why are you telling me? Why are you asking me that?" Like, I got a little bit agitated, because usually she'll come in and she'll ask me something like that, trying to check up on me. And since I hadn't had a seizure in a long time, I didn't realize that I actually had one, because I actually was like this, laid down, and I had to get back up like this to answer her, because she was over here, down there, where the lion is, because that's the door over there where she comes in from. That's the bathroom over there, and that's a closet. And oh yeah, we've been having some mouse trouble. That's why a lot of the clothes is out like this, because these guys been going inside they've been going inside the thing, the the things, and they've been taking a leak on the on the fresh clothes that I wash. So I try to keep them in these buckets, or that's a cobija, that's or a blanket. But some of the other stuff that I had, that's my son's towel. But I just have a lot of mess to clean up, man. But anyways, I haven't been able to do much because of what just had happened. I've been having these crazy headaches. I know that I got two Bose discs in my neck. That's for sure. I've been diagnosed with that. Um, so it's just been a bit of a whirlwind. I've just been trying to stay calm. Luckily, it's been raining around, so I haven't been able to do much. It's been raining outside, so it's been really no activity for me to do. Or taking the kids out. I was supposed to take grandma to market today, but she decided not to go, to cancel it, because she was too she she it was raining, so she needs to get a lot of market. So, but anyways, yeah, that's my thing, man. That's what happened. So I had the seizure. Grandma then later on told me that I was stiffened out, and I told her to pray for me. I was really I was really really concerned, because I felt like I was gonna pass out again when I got back out and I jumped out of the bed. At first, like I said, I was what you call it, I was bothered by it, but I didn't realize that I had that had just happened to me. And then I told later on my son, said, "Why'd you call grandma, man? Don't next time you see me like that, don't call grandma, because she gets concerned. All mothers always get concerned and stuff like that, and I don't want to concern her. So it's better for her not to really know. you know, it's it. I mean, I know my son got scared, because there's been times where I've slumped over and I've had seizures inside this room right here, and he doesn't know what to do. This time I'm trying to coach him about it, because right now I'm without medication. So that was supposed to be my. This was supposed to. Man, I'm already going way too much, man. This was supposed to be only like a 5 minute thing. But anyways, this whole thing, man. I mean, I was already thought I was already scot free, because I hadn't had a seizure in about a year. Um, but now that this happened, now I'm rethinking what I'm gonna do. You know, First it was with the Suboxone, man. The Suboxone that's for another time too, man. But the Suboxone, man, took me about 6 months to get rid of it, to get rid of the withdrawals. The withdrawals was just absolutely devastating. It's something I'm still it's still reverberating to this day, because my hours of sleep are just absolutely out of whack, man. I'm going to sleep around 2, 3 in the morning. I'm unable to go to sleep. I wake up around in the afternoon. It's just completely all out of whack, and I've been needing to get my kids to school, and we're waiting for this spring to show up so that I can get them in a fresh start, because they're already they're already in. Um, they just need to start the semester fresh. So, and then with me being like the way that I've been like that, it just was not gonna be consistent. And I try to tell that to my doctor. Um, Even to now, I haven't even seen my pain management. Oh, that's another thing too, man. Pain management. I haven't seen those guys either, because of my hours of sleep and all that stuff. I think that's why I've been stressed out too. I've been under a lot of pain too. With people know of me. Know that I got bone spurs in my spinal cord, my lower back. Got some bulge discs there too. They radiate to my left leg. I also know that I got a torn muscle right here in my left shoulder. They found on the MRIs, and so yeah, things like that, man. And then now the seizures are coming back. It's just because also I've been self medicating with other stuff. And I think that maybe this Mexican medicine is probably provoking the seizures, maybe. Um, It could very well be, even though they do help, because these other people not helping me with the medication, the proper medication that I should be receiving in order for me to function. So sometimes you take things in your own hands, and I think maybe some of this stuff can be corrupt, and maybe that's probably the reason, I would say. But if you was to ask me, I guess, I just gotta tone everything down, and I'm not gonna say what I'm taking, but the people that know me know what I'm taking. But shout out to everybody that's been following us. Me, Johnny Hash Brown, Carlos. Um, Thank you, T, for being my friend too. Thank you, Evan. For sending your wishes. For praying for me too as well. Thank you, Slap City News, which is your channel. I support your channel. I'll be checking you out later. But yeah, you're. I consider you a friend, Evan. Carlos, I consider you a friend, brother. Johnny, you're a friend too, man. We've talked extensively, just like I spoke to T. Teresa. I love you guys, man. You guys are like a family to me. This is like and very few of you guys too that we've spoken. But you guys are my true people, because you guys know I don't hang around with nobody. I don't have really friends or nothing like that. But you guys know that as we spoken and stuff like that, you guys have become close to me, and we've become kind of close, And for years to come, I wish that to be the fact, so we can continue being friends and stuff like that. And of all places, we met each other in YouTube land, the unlikeliest place, like, I'm not really in social media. I don't have Facebook and all that stuff, Instagram and all that stuff, but because I got a lot of families and they're chismosos and chismosas, and no, and then I start trolling, and then I really don't want to. I don't want to waste my time with that a lot, because I got my kids. And then whatever you say stays forever. But I really do mean what I say, and mean what I say. As far as you guys, thank you for the well wishes. I'm gonna cut this video short already. God bless you guys. Take care, guys. We're gonna be around. We're gonna do some more videos. Me and Johnny. Alongside with Carlos, we're gonna go with our plans. I'm sorry, guys, we didn't come through on this Sunday. This Sunday, I had the seizure, believe it or not, right after we did the video, the last one. That's when I actually had the seizure. So I was willing to do go on Sunday, but I was still feeling a little bit. But I talked to Johnny, and we decided to do